Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thanks for watching this video. Friends, welcome to the another series of USA weekly market report. Now this week was pretty short and we have only 4 trading days, but still after the volatility it seems that market find some support or finally find some support in the short term and trying to move from those levels. So the key highlights of this week, the first positive is the uh, payroll data, which has been boomed by 916,000 in March. So and the unemployment rate declined by 6%. So this is one positive thing, and the second and the obvious positive thing is the infrastructure bill which the US President Joe Biden has presented last Wednesday. So $2 trillion in infrastructure projects, and you have lots of things which has been included inside this, which is support manufacturing, secure strong supply chains, and you have support R&D, fixing highways, rebuild bridges, upgrade seaports and waterways. Then you have airports and transit systems, expand reliable rail services. So you can expect overall infrastructure rebuilding. There are lots of things which are included in that. And the thing is, we have seen there are some yes and no's which has already started raising from that bill, but we have seen how the 1.9 trillion dollar bill which has recently passed has worked out. So if things keeps constant, then we can expect the similar kind of thing will happen again. So unless there are some drastic changes or there are some sudden surprises, so things will remain same. Now these are some positive things which will keep on the keep on pushing the prices on the higher side. And these kind of news, the most important impact of this kind of news, if you want to see, will be on the commodity prices. And you can see the commodity prices has already started rising in the last couple of months, and because of strong demand, the prices will remain higher. And what will actually happen, this is nothing but, so commodity increasing commodity prices is not a bad sign. So increase in commodity prices is not always a bad sign, because somewhere it is correlated with the economic machinery, and when there is a demand, prices will go up and things will start to move, because bank given their money to these infrastructure, steel, commodity kind of companies. When they have the demand, they are making profit, then only they can pay up the banks, and the banks started making profits, and they can pour the money into the economy. So this is completely cyclical, and if things get well, we can see the overall economy will start rising, and you can see the similar thing in the profitability or the fundamentals of the company. Now this is about the long term. These are some long term impact which will happen, but in a short term, market already positioned itself. If you don't understand, as an individual, market had already positioned itself even after the elections. Okay, now having said that, the first chart that we're going to look at will be the chart of Nasdaq Composite. Now Dow Jones is not making, if Dow is increasing, uh, most of the stocks are not, because Dow has a limited, you know, group of stocks. But the most important index, I think, is to look at the Nasdaq, because the kind of coverage it is giving, and the most important thing is the stocks which has risen from the lows of September of October 2020 till February or March 2021. Most of them are included in Nasdaq and not Dow Jones DJI. So that's where it is important to look at nasdaq rather than the Dow Jones. Now, having said that, as you can see here, probably the short term bottom has been made. If there is the correction which was actually going on in the nasdaq, probably the bottom has been made, and you can see the same kind of movement slowly but steadily in the stocks as well. Okay, now how much time it will take, that's a different thing, but talking about the trend, what we have here is something like this. Okay, so you have 12,969 on the downside as far as nasdaq is concerned, and on the upside you will have your target, which will be in between 15,000 and 15,500. So you have 200 or 2,000 or 2,500 points on the upside, which is yet to be seen. Okay, so the rally, short term rally, has already started. If you want to look at the trend, and you will see, so you can see here the rally which has started from October 38 2020 and went up to 13th of February. So in between, nasdaq has moved by 30%. Now what we are expecting here, has as it's already started moving, so we are expecting the same sort of move, 25%. So let's see how the price will start moving from here. Now the next thing, so all in all, it's good for nasdaq, and it's good for those stocks which has started rising and making, will probably make higher highs. Now, last time I talked about VIX. Okay, if you remember, and if you keep on following my weekly report in the past 1 month, I have talked about this level of 17.65. Now, looking at the current price, current price of VIX, or it is currently closed at 17.36, which is lower than 17.65. So what does it mean? It means that we are technically looking for 11 or 12 on the downside. So it's a very good sign, I'll say. And if this will happen, this will keep the prices on the higher end of the range. Okay, it means the rally has just started, and we will see further highs on the upside. So be mindful of that, and don't try to be over smart and try to short the market. Otherwise, you will feel one of the biggest pain even in short term. So don't try to do that. If you don't understand, keep yourself out of the market, but don't try to short the market. Okay, so this is another important thing which you need to understand. Now, last week, one more important thing that has happened is the US 10-year bond yield, which has somehow started declining. So this is a monthly chart. Probably you can't see things uh, on the downside. So what has happened is it has made a high of 1.77. It has already fallen till 1.66, and again started making a move and closed at or somewhere in between 1.71 1.72. Now the thing is, you cannot play the same kind of rhetoric into the market that bond yield is going up, that's why market will fall down. Because if the market or if the companies are showing strong number, it means it is the bond yield is supported by growth. Obviously, beyond a certain point, we will definitely have pains which will start evolving, because that's where the economic it's not economic activity, but the stock market uprise get punctured if the bond yield keep on rising without a break. But as far as the trend and the level is concerned, what we are looking at, it seems like it is trying to uh, you know be inside a consolidation, and the consolidation range is looking something like this. So this is not sure, because if you're looking at the weekly chart, there is a possibility of 1.98 and $2 on 2% on the upside. This is a fair possibility which is also available in the chart. But if you are looking at the current price, current interest rate action of this particular chart, what you can see here are something like this. Okay, so if you can see, on the higher side you have 1.77 and on the lower side you have 1.59. So the 10-year bond yield is currently moving in between these two lines, and on the downside you have these two support levels, 1.67, 1.62 and finally 1.59. On the upside you have two resistances in between 1.75 and 1.77. So what I'm saying here is the possibility of both the sides are there, but as you can see, the stochastic RSI is showing that it is in the overvalued overbought section. So probably it will come down technically, but we have to see. It looks like it is in a correction zone, and from 18th of March it's been moving inside this range. So I think it's entered into correction zone. Let's see. So this beg your pardon, this consolidation zone, but this consolidation will become a great positive factor for the market. Okay, so if it doesn't move upside but be inside the range, it will become a very positive factor. So that's another thing you need to know and understand about. Okay, so the next chart that we are going to look at will be the chart for Dow Jones Industrials. Now Dow Jones Industrial, as I told you in the last week as well, so the current support will be at 32,765. Okay, so this is the support, and on the upside the target will be in between 33,895 and 34,376. So these are the targets that we are going to look at on the upside. So it is also showing positive sign. So when Dow Jones and Nasdaq is showing positive sign, we can expect that the SPX will move in the same direction. So that's why I'm saying that don't try to short the market. Okay, don't try to short the market. Now let's see some of the commodities in the international market. So CDX. So for example, I don't find anything. So this chart belongs to steel futures, but Indian steel futures. But if you are looking at this chart, you will see that currently it is trading at 41,320 INR. So it has already broken out from the resistance and already made a new high. Let me see anything which is related to international market. So you have steel scrap futures. So we don't have much on the steel, but yep. So here also this is a steel scrap futures traded in the international market. Now if you are looking at this chart, it is also showing 460. So you can see most of the things are trading on the higher side, and one of the most important thing to discuss about Tesla is the Bitcoin thing. That it has been saying that because Tesla has invested $1 billion or more than that in Bitcoin, and they are accepting those as a currency or as a payment. Now the thing is, you can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at 59,362 USD, but there is no direct resemblance with the Tesla stock. So if you are looking at the stock price of Tesla, you don't see any direct resemblance because the stock has been moving inside or in between a range. As you can see that last time I also talked about this stock, and although it's volatile, but it is not breaking the range. So you can see it's been moving. It went up from 593 till 686 or $690 and currently trading at 665, but it is not breaking down. That's the important thing here. But it is not directly correlated, or the price is not moving. So don't try to simply correlate Tesla with Bitcoin. It is somewhere, but it is not the entire company. So this is one of the important thing which you need to look at. Now, the thing is, when the overall market is poised for a bounce back, okay, first, as I told you, don't try to go short on the market. And let me highlight one more stock. Okay, this is a big cap and this has not been moving, so you will see some trading bounce back because the overall market poised for a higher high. Now this is the stock of Apple. So it has made a high of 144 or $145 in the month of January 25th 2021. So this is the price as you can see on your screen, and after that it went down to $116 and currently trading in between the range, which is 116 or 120 on the downside, and what you have on the upside is $127. So first of all, what we are looking here is a stop loss or support on the downside at 119 and a breakout level at $127. So this is the first thing that we are looking here. Now if it makes a breakout above $127, what we are expecting is something like this. So we will further divide this into a couple of parts, the targets. So if it sustain above $127, then we will look for 130, 133, 137, and probably the high that it has previously tested in the month of January, 145. And one more thing, with the consolidation it has, why I have chosen this stock, trend wise I have given you the levels, but if you can see, the moving averages are colliding, and currently the price, first time in I think in more than 1.5 month, it's been trading below the 200-day moving average, this green line. Now it is finally started moving at or above 200-day moving average. So this is a very positive sign. So it means there is recovery in the market, and you can see in the chart of Nasdaq, in the volatility index, in the economic data, as well as in the data or in the price action of big companies. So having said that, take a positive note or take a positive cue from all these things. If you don't want to be in the market, don't try to swim against the tide. So this is the end of the video. If you like this content, do share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe my channel. Lastly, take care of your family and friends.